Feels so good to have the main entrance door finally opened. So we're not always having to rely on Chuffy to use the back entrance. But yeah, we still got a whole industrial complex to explore. But we're gonna be taking it slowly, floor by floor. Hey, paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Tooie! So in the last part, we snuck into Grunty Industries with the help of Chuffy, and we even had a little reunion with Lago from the first game. So yeah, he was originally in Mad Monster Mansion, but Gruntilda basically ripped him out of the mansion restroom on the second floor and planted him in this factory. And I just now realized that he's pronounced Lago because he's a toilet, and when someone says that they dropped a log, that means that they're taking a poop. Gross. Anyway, so now that we got the main entrance open, let's get to work with collecting jiggies for this industrial complex. Alright, so yeah, really giving off Frantic Factory vibes from Donkey Kong 64. And yes, I'm aware that they're both made by the same people. I like to think that Frantic Factory was probably the prototype for Grunty Industries, and they kind of learned from the flaws of that factory level and kind of upgraded their skills for this one. Okay, so something good is up there, but we can't quite reach it just yet. But on the plus side, there's Jam Jars right here, who can probably teach us something nifty. Alright, Soldier Boy, lay it on us. Claw Clamber boots. Wear these boots in Nova Falls, as they let you walk up walls. Let me tell you how it's done. Kazooie's footprints up you run. That'll be all. Dismissed! Sweet! Okay, so these are basically the suction cup boots that we saw a while back. Now we can finally use them by breaking open fragile crates. Okay, wonderful. So yeah, I love the theme for these goofy boots. But as goofy as they really are gonna help us out a lot. So let's try that again. So yeah, walking up these walls with the footprints. Alright. Wonderful. Okay, so yeah. Really makes you feel like a super spy of some kind. Just using suction cup boots to walk up walls. Sneaking past security and all that jazz. Alright, so something good up there with the lamp shining down, but doesn't really appear to be a way up there as of right now. And I probably don't want to risk it. Probably don't want to risk getting fall damage here, so. Okay, so yeah, they work just as well downwards as upwards. Thank God. So we've got another rabbit worker up there that's got dirty overalls. So yeah, we're gonna need to find some sort of washing machine to help these guys out. But let's have a look-see around. We gotta get at least one jiggy while we're in this part. Trash compactor. Oh, okay. So yeah, I love the detail with the nameplate being scratched and its paint seems to be peeling off. So yeah, this thing is aged quite significantly. Alright, so let's take a gander inside. So yeah, floor 1 trash compactor. Intruder in the trash compactor. Cleanup droids report to floor 1. Okay, so Banjo only switch, yeah? Okay, this is not looking good, but just a precursor. So yeah, those red lights are strong indicators of danger. You don't need to show me danger for a trash compactor. I mean, seriously. Those things can crush your bones. There's been casualties with those things. Okay, so we need to find a move that can have Banjo replenish his health without even trying. And that, I do believe, if I remember correctly, is in the waste disposal plant. But we need battery power for that. Okay, so I do remember there was one hopping around just outside the entrance to this world, so let's just do the splits and have Banjo see what he can do. Alright, so time to lose the feathery ballast and report to the entrance, but we're not leaving Kazooie in this world. She wouldn't allow it anyway. Alright. So out we go with one of the workers out here. Or at least there was. Oh, there he is. Alright, you sir need to have yourself a well-deserved break. Okay, so let's climb up here. Okay, so yeah, we got that battery hopping around. Baza, Super Life. Okay, give it a whack to stun it. Okay. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, we had to assault it. We had to assault the battery. So yeah, Banjo's... I guess you could say that Banjo is guilty of battery and assault in this case. Well, come on, I had to think up of something witty. So yeah, battery and assault. Just... I have nothing else, okay? So sue me. Alright, well, that's not important. What is important is, once we're finished looking into this blinding light here, we can install this battery into the compartment. Additional battery power channel to door. Access is now granted. Alright, wonderful. Okay, yeah, don't touch. This bad boy is working. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, the question is he 5 volts or 9 volts? Well, whatever its voltage is, it's powerful enough to open the hatch here. Okay, let's drop on in and see what all the buzz is about. Alright, basement waste disposal plants. So this is the area we've been hinted to twice. So yeah, way over there, you see that big red button over there? That's the area that we helped out those two piggies in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. And there's also this one area down here that I'll get to in a moment. But yeah, that one instance where we traveled down a water pipe from under Jolly Roger's Lagoon, we captured a Jinjo in that water compartment. But let's learn a new move from Jam Jars right here with just Banjo. Snooze Pack! When you're feeling rather low, I know a place that you can go. Z followed by C removes your pack. Have a nap to get energy back. That'll be all. Dismissed! Okay, so yeah.
Oh.
What a versatile pack. You can carry things in it, and you can even snooze in it. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, like Jam Jar said, when you're feeling rather low, just take a snooze. Like so. So yeah. Okay, so a quick snooze will gain energy back. Wonderful. Okay, Jolly Roger's Lagoon water pipeline. So yeah. This was the place where... Okay. Alright, whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, so yeah. Definitely want to avoid those drums. Okay, so... Toxic waste, oil, water. Okay, so yeah, that compartment there with the water was that little compartment that we came to earlier. And what's it say here? Hailfire Peaks oil pipeline. Alright, so just a precursor of what's to come next. Okay, so... Okay, floor 1. I really love the theme to these quiet interiors. It really gives off this creepy, mysterious vibe to it. But yeah, when you're in a factory that handles toxic waste, it's basically to be expected. All the creepy mysteries will be unearthed. But, notice that vat of toxic waste is our only ticket across to that Jiggy over there. And Banjo's the only one who can press that switch. Oh, jeez. Ah! Okay, so... Without Kazooie, we can't use these boots, so... Time for another... Oh, great. Oh, no! Toxic Cloud! Toxic Cloud! Okay. So, yeah, make certain that, those barrels don't get to you. Or their toxic gas cloud. Whoa! Jeez! Ugh. I'm gonna be having nightmares of that tonight, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we'll be back in this room in a little bit. But for right now, let's go for that one Jiggy in the trash compactor. It's the least we can do for right now. I want to make at least some progress while we're still exploring here. Alright, so in we go. As Banjo only. Okay, so yeah, it's still armed and dangerous. So yeah, inside a trash compactor, huh? That sounds familiar, honestly. Where else have I also been inside a trash compactor in a Rareware game? Oh, right. Well, unlike that trash compactor in Donkey Kong 64, this one's a lot more quiet. At least until you step onto these graded floors with the different textures. Okay, it's a crushing! Whoa! Okay, oh god! Not good. Okay, so yeah. Banjo's been flattened. What to do now? Just take a little nap. Yeah, apparently that works. Okay, let's try again. Let's try to get across this time. Ah. Okay. Siren's blaring and Banjo's feeling low. Okay, another quick snooze should fix you right up. So yeah, this backpack really is something else. You can... It's very stretchy too, honestly. Alright, so another round. Oh, God! There'd be certain instant death in most cases, but thankfully that's not the case here. Okay, another quick snoozerama. Okay, so hit that switch. And jiggy ahoy! Now we just need to get it. So yeah, it's not quite as functional, or it doesn't really seem as practical as the one they used in Star Wars, where the walls slowly crush in from the sides. This one is top to bottom. But anyway, different movies, different franchises, but same type of business. Okay, oh! Thought I could make it across without getting crushed. Alright, so... okay. So yeah, trash compacting and backpack napping. Alright. Let's get our jiggy. Yes, sir. Okay, so that's the first one for Grunty Industries. Well deserved. Alright, so... I guess while we're at it, we may as well try to get up onto floor 2. Okay, so we'll just yeah, this guy over here, this ain't looking so good, but oh, crusher status panel 1, 2, I think it's what it says. K2, it's kind of hard to tell, but with the graphics at the time, pretty much everything with text that small was illegible. Alright, Kazooie. Where are you? We, kinda grown lonely without ya, so... Oh, okay, so we gotta go around. Alright, so... And one of the things that is a must is I gotta drop all the way from the top floor in the elevator shaft. I know it's an instant death guaranteed, even if you've gotten all 10 honeycombs from Honeybee, but I just have to do it one of these times. Alright, so take another look inside the waste disposal plant after we get those notes. Okay. It's honestly really impressive that Banjo can hang from ledges that long. As for someone like me, I couldn't hold on to that for like more than 10 to 15 seconds, but... Okay, so we got ourselves a fire exit. Okay. So yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind for later. I I mean, even a factory like this has to have some semblance of safety measures. Okay, so back in the waste disposal plants. So yeah, there's nothing much we can do for getting that Jiggy over yonder. And there's also another Jiggy down there. But, yeah, you don't want to go swimming in that stuff. I mean, we thought the toxic waste from Jolly Roger's Lagoon was toxic. That's basically acid. So, yeah. In fact, it's kind of a tad low there, so we take a dip in there. Yeah! It's like a vat of acid that just flings you back. So yeah, I have a feeling Banjo and Kazooie are gonna develop cancer later in life from being exposed to that stuff. Alright, so enough of this. Okay. Oh. Okay, Wonder Wing. Okay, so yeah. So unlike those steel drums that we saw back in the train station, if you look really closely on these ones, you'll notice some green slime. That's an indicator that these barrels are toxic barrels. So yeah, once you destroy them, they release a toxic cloud. And if you don't have the Wonder Wing ability, you're SOL. They'll choke you to death, deplete you of all your oxygen until you dead. I mean, the skull and crossbone symbol basically says everything. Okay, so yeah, the acid looks a bit low there, so yeah, of all the ideas we could have of just kind of, yeah. The idea is we need a backpack ability for Banjo for later, but we don't have that right now. So yeah. And just to complicate things, let's add more toxic waste to the vat. Up here by pressing this switch right here. Okay. Raise the toxic waste levels up to 40 meters, it looks like. Okay, so yeah, there ain't no way we're making it across right now. It's just Banjo alone, but we'll keep this area in mind for later. Right. Alright, so we've wasted enough time just flapping our gums. Let's get moving to floor 2. So we can at least activate a second warp pad and maybe have another episode of Battery and Assault. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, yep, we go! Now, there actually is another Jiggy. Okay, so floor 2. So like I was saying, there actually is another Jiggy that's at the very top of that tall structure on the first floor. But that's for Kazooie only, so... Okay, service elevator. Access denied. The service elevator can be used by mechanical personnel only. Don't you mean should be used by mechanical personnel only? Because when you say can, that just implies that there's an option, that it's optional. Alright, it's whatever. Alright, cute little Globo, once again. Okay, oh god, it's one of those evil honey hives. Oh, what's this? It looks like Humba's wigwam, only she's, yeah, it is Humba's wigwam, but, looks a lot more metallic than the previous worlds. Alright, so... let's see. Okay, actually, I'll say this for in a little bit, but for right now, let's just try to do a couple more things. So at the very least, we've gotten our second warp pad activated, and we can bust open this crate, this grating to down this pipe. Okay, so we come to another grating at floor 2. Okay. We'll be needing this later. Okay, so here's another battery compartment for the electromagnet chamber. Okay, so... Alright, so... There's a Cheeto page, and I hear a Jinjo. Hope it's legit. But we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so right here. There ain't no way we're making it up there, and there's no spring step pad. This calls for a third move from Jam Jars. But this time it's Kazooie solo to learn it. Okay, so let's see, where can we find some claw clamber boots? Aha! Ask and you shall receive. Okay, back. Okay, up we go, up the walls. Okay, so third Jam Jars move for this world. That's 3 out of 3. Well done. Alright, Kazooie only, leg spring. Want this one? I think you might. It greatly increases your jumping height. Hold down Z and then press A. Bend your legs to be on your way. That'll be all. Dance missed. Alright, wonderful. Okay, so. Oh, those creatures can survive in this toxic acid? Wonderful. It just keeps getting better and better. Alright, so Kazooie can now use her own jump ability. Wonderful. So yeah, she gets some really good height with the jump pad. And even greater with this one. Alright. Okay, wonderful. We can use it for that Jinjo up there. Alright. It's the 5th black one. Okay, so I think we can make it over there with Banjo. Let's go ahead and get that battery for the battery compartment over here. Alright. Just barely made it. Okay, another episode of Battery and Assault! Alright, get in there. You are needed for another battery compartment, just like one of your cousins on the floor below. Alright. Alright, wonderful! Jump across. Okay, let's open up the electromagnet chamber. Additional battery power channel to door. Access is now granted. Okay, wonderful. So the electromagnet chamber is open. Another important room, no doubt. Alright, so I think that'll do it for this part. We've gotten a good look around, at least for the first couple of floors. There's a little bit more we can do on floor 2, but we know that Humba's teepee is here. Honestly, liking the copper plating on this thing. So, yeah, apparently Humba discovered the malleability of copper plating. Since she couldn't afford gold, I guess. But whatever. We've had a little bit more to explore in Grunty Industries. And we've gotten at least one of everything. And we've already gotten 3 out of 3 of Banjo's moves. Sweetness. So yeah, Soldier Boy's been good to us this part. By teaching us not 1, not 2, but 3 different moves. Good. We'll be needing all the unique abilities we can get. Alright, so I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. We'll continue our search of Grunty Industries in the next part, so thank you guys for watching! Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time, I'm Banjo Tooie. This is ToonGamer23. Signing out. And seriously, just... if this is what Humba has done to her place, I'd love to see what Mumbo's done to his pad. I really love that for each of the worlds that Mumbo's skull keeps changing, but never Humba's wigwam, oddly enough. And it's nice to kind of have to see her kind of have a different model just to kind of shake things up a bit. Instead of just having the traditional texture on her teepee, we've got a metallic one here. It's all in the details, okay? It's just, it all gives each of these worlds a different flair to them.